The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite Eight, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
It's the final countdown.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
We are here today in the Rip Griffin Center at the men's and women's basketball games, and we presented a wish to Angel Martinez. We brought him in as our guest. Throughout the whole game, we would have little contests and things that he would win. Our first surprise was to do a name drawing, and then he got a signed basketball from our basketball players. Our second surprise for Angel was he got to go on the court and drive a remote control car into each Star Wars figure, and every one that he hit, he got a prize. And then his final surprise was a fake costume contest, which it was actually his wish reveal that we got to grant him. So everybody thinks this is a costume contest, but it actually isn't. We're actually here for someone much more special to us. So that special someone is Angel Martinez. You're going to Legoland! The best part about this is that all of the athletes and a lot of the community here at LSU get to come together and work really hard to raise this money just so that we can make someone's day extremely special.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of one student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation. When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step
The number 1 and the number 8 seed are ready to meet here in Tulsa as we turn our attention to the men's side of the bracket. This is the Heartland Conference Tournament live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's the Newman Jets and the Welcome inside the Union Multi-Purpose Activity Center, or it's simply known here in Tulsa, the UMAC. I'm Corey Riggs, along with Drew Britton, our sideline reporter Jose Harbor, and our entire JBM production crew. Thanks for joining us as we now turn the page to the men's side of the bracket. 2 women's games already under our belt this afternoon, and now men's college basketball action live from Tulsa. The Newman Jets with a record of 9-18, a 7-11 mark in the conference, are the number 8 seed in this tournament. They take on the number 1 seed, Drew, the Dallas Baptist University Patriots, 19-9 overall, 13-5 in league play, and they had a 3-way split for the regular season title with 2 other teams.
Exactly that, but you can't take anything away from Dallas Baptist despite the split championship. This is a team, Corey, who is an offensive powerhouse. You can say that they have a consistent offensive engine as you look at the statistics. Scoring offense, Dallas Baptist number 1. Scoring margin, Dallas Baptist number 1. Free throw percentage, Dallas Baptist number 2. 3-point percentage, Dallas Baptist number 1. This is a team that can score from anywhere on the court, and they are absolutely a danger when they're on the offensive side of the basketball.
Newman is all too aware of that. They have lost by scores of 104-74 and 102-81 against these Patriots in their 2 regular season matchups. Dallas Baptist with head coach Blake Flickner in year 12. He was earlier today named the Conference Coach of the Year, the 2nd time he has garnered that award from the Heartland Conference. Dallas Baptist in the home white with the red, white, and blue look. Newman in the Navy uniforms with the red numbers. And before we even get started, our officials today are Ryan Huber, Casey Ely, and Eugene Jackson. The ball is tipped up and we are ready to go. Here, Drew, Patriots take the opening tip-off, and we just kind of expect them to put their foot on the floor and go.
If you are Newman, you'd have to expect to try to control the pace of this ball game, and doing something just like that, Kevin Bryant with the block.
Able to swat that one out of the air, but an immediate comeback by the Patriots. The shot won't go for Xavier Ledette, a Lafayette, Louisiana native. Newman now with their first crack at the offensive glass. Ball working through Kevin Bryant here, a 6'5" wing player from Ulm, Germany. Taylor Schieber, one of the league's best shooters, but you can't shoot if you don't have the ball. The takeaway for the all-conference honorable mention, Miles Johnson.
You're seeing Newman trying to slow the pace down just a little bit here on the defensive side of the basketball. Couldn't find the look that they wanted on the other end, and right now trying to take away that inside. Watch that lane.
JT Harris launches from outside, no good. There's the offensive putback. Second time is a charge for Patrick Burke, the all-conference first-teamer from Arlington, Texas, has the first 2 points of the contest.
6'7", 240 pounds underneath the basket. He has a presence underneath, and you can see those rebounds, even with the miss. That putback will get the points on the board. His size and definite advantage underneath.
A junior transfer from Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri, is Kevin Bryant. Strong move with a right-handed finish off the glass.
You're going to see these Newman players today. They are going to absolutely put their bodies on the line. It's not just a 1-8 game of trying to not go home, but for these Jets, head coach Mark Potter's career very well could end today.
They have said all season long that after 19 seasons of being the bench boss for the Newman University Jets, that this would be Mark Potter's last year, but his players want to extend that as long as possible, and they can do that here in Tulsa on this 4-day weekend of basketball thanks to the Heartland Conference Tournament. Great drive, teardrop runner won't go as Daniel Nuwaso, one of the best scorers in the conference, leaves that runner short of the rim.
Nuwaso had the right idea that time, just did not have enough on it.
Going to have a foul on Damian Acau. That's his first, the first foul called on either team in this one. As you see the replay, great drive. Julian Miranda, the Dallas Texas standout, drives but gets knocked to the deck, so they'll start again here inbounds underneath the Dallas Baptist basket, and it's knocked out of bounds, slipped right off the fingertips that time of J.T. Harris.
You have to look at the size of this Dallas Baptist team, and really for Newman as well. There's a lot of big guys underneath. For example, Daniel Green from Newman, 6'10" underneath.
A lot of 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" to go with it. Here's a cutter to Nwaso. He stops and pops it. Pinballs off, no good. Rebound controlled to Harris. Outlet now to Miranda. Julian Miranda, the conference freshman of the year. He drops a dime on Burke, and it's batted out of bounds. It'll go to Newman. Burke, the last one to touch it as he was knocked out of bounds.
You saw Daniel Green underneath that basket. Once again, that 6'10" frame, 220 pounds out of Colleyville, Texas. When you have that kind of wingspan, it is very difficult to shoot over you.
Newman going stride for stride here in the early going with the high-flying Patriots. This offense kind of mired in a slow start here as we've played almost 3 minutes in the UMAC. Boy, a great start and stop by Kevin Bryant. He draws the foul.
This is one of these instances where Newman can take advantage of a slow Dallas Baptist start, try to get out, take a 2 or 3 possession lead, see if they can't hold on to it. You take a look at the replay here. Plays like this, you got to get them to fall, but you see the foul.
Patrick Burke commits the personal, and that puts Kevin Bryant at the free throw line. He misses the first free throw. 93 of 145 at the charity stripe. Kevin Bryant, Newman's leading rebounder, 222 pulls coming into this afternoon's contest. He goes 1 for 2 as you get a look at the Newman bench along with their head coach, Mark Potter. 331 wins against 222 losses. R.J. Allen, Dan Cosgrove, and Jeremy Espinoza, the assistant coaches for the Jets.
Still seeing that strong inside presence from Newman. They're going to call that traveling call, and that's what we've been talking about in the early going of this game, taking away the lanes, making them shoot on the outside, and so far Newman has had some success there defensively in their strategy.
Now, I don't know who it was that said it first, but whether you're a college coach or high school coach, you know playing a team 3 times is difficult, especially if you've lost 2 previous times. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year, as Julian Miranda will be called with a hip check, a little bump foul here. And Newman, the Jets will inbounds underneath their basket. Triggering the inbounds is an all-conference honorable mention, Taylor Schieber. Schieber, one of the best shooters in the Heartland Conference. Here's a stop and shot from the wing for 3. Look at that. Daniel Nwaso Jr. knocks down the 3, and we may have to take another look at that, see if he had a foot on the line or not.
That was north of the border, just like he is. He hails from Ottawa, Canada. That long 3-point play, that long 2-point play. We will see if it's actually going to be counted as a 3 so far.
That was
it's a 6-2 game.
The initial call was a 3, and so we'll wait and see on the replay. Here's the 3 answer for Dallas Baptist. It pinballs around, no good. Controlled now by Miranda. Boy, Kevin Bryant beat Miranda to his spot, and they have to reset the offense. Miranda for 3, snaps the net.
Julian Miranda with gorgeous form right there. Stops, pops, locks it, and drops it. And that's the kind of outside shooting you want to see if you're Dallas Baptist.
Julian Miranda, a 41% three-point shooter. That was his 43rd tray of the season. It's 6-5. The Jets out in front here early by 1. Nwaso tries to get clear of Burke, and they'll reverse it here. Bryant, too many steps. Newman sending a couple of substitutions in. We will step aside. When we come back, the Jets try to hold on to their 1-point lead here in Tulsa. You're watching all the action on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Welcome back inside the UMAC, everybody. Corey Riggs, Drew Britt, the rest of the team on hand here. Dallas Baptist ready to put the ball back in play. Dallas Baptist really in love with the three-point ball early, but they've only been able to tally one of 4 shooting from the perimeter so far for the Patriots.
Well, they've really been forced to the outside as Newman has taken away their inside lane. But Julian Miranda may make them rethink that after that gorgeous three.
He knocked down the first one, probably not going to be the last one we see today. Miranda pulls the trigger from deep again, misses. Rebound controlled by Schieber. Nawaso off a screen for 3 again. The southpaw is heating up.
North of the border and north of 3, it's still a long 2, however. Nawaso, incredible shooting range.
Let's go ahead and bring in the third member of our broadcast team as we try to find Jose. Where is he? I don't even see him out here. I've lost him.
I'm hiding in the shadows, guys. No, as you guys mentioned earlier, Coach Potter, he's been coaching for 19 years, and he's piled quite a record. I think you mentioned it earlier, Corey, a 322 and 204 overall record, including a 141 and 105 record since he joined Division II. He's coached 33 all-conference players in his time and 11 players who made All-American honors while he was a head coach at an NAI school. Sounds like a pretty good resume to you guys. I don't know about you.
I would agree with you, Jose. A shot just before the shot clock by Miles Johnson gave Dallas Baptist their 7th point. And then we come back the other way and have a stoppage here with 14:08. Patrick Burke's going to go to the free throw line and get Kevin Bryant for the foul, his first, the team's second.
Patrick Burke, the team's leading scorer with 15.4 points per game. Not the guy that you want to send behind the line. And not just the fact that he's 6'7" and 240, as we mentioned, but when he is just a pure shooter, that free form behind that free throw, it's just not a guy you want to send behind the charity stripe.
Nope, a 75% free throw shooter as he drops that one through. 91 of 120 free throws as he came into this afternoon, and Dallas Baptist has the lead on that second made free throw, 9-8 here. As we near the midway point of the first half, and Burke fights for the rebound out of bounds. Dallas Baptist will have it. Damian Acau set to inbounds it. Jordan Pratt. Pratt, another one of these long players for the Patriots. They go 6'6", 6'9", 6'8". They run out on the floor all at one time here.
What makes Dallas Baptist so dangerous is not only that size, that wingspan, but it's also their speed. You see the ball control that they have right now, how fast they're flying around to the basketball. This is why they are the offensive powerhouse that they have been in the Heartland Conference this year.
Boy Van Vliet checks into the ball game for the first time today, relieving Miles Johnson. Johnson comes out, a COSIDA Academic All-District player for the 3rd straight year. Dallas Baptist, Drew, isn't only offensively gifted, they are gifted in the classroom. 5 times in the last 10 years they've had the top GPA in the Heartland Conference.
And that's really resonating to the basketball court, too, as we were talking to some officials and some folks who cover the Heartland Conference throughout the year. You don't see this team make a whole lot of mistakes. You see them actually execute very, very well. It's that academic side that they bring to the athletic side that really helps them execute this offensive powerhouse.
Allen Wilson picks up his first personal for Newman. Dallas Baptist back with the rock here. Crossing over his man is Miranda. He gives way to Van Vliet. And of course, back down on the low post. Burke shot too strong. The double team rolled to his side. Look at this, a takeaway. They run it back, and Pratt puts it high up off the glass and in for his first 2 points of the game.
You couldn't see Mark Potter on screen. We could see him from our broadcast location. He was screaming for a traveling call, could not get that. But once again, we're going to harp on this all game. It's wingspan underneath, that size really coming in to help Dallas Baptist there.
Nwaso, a little Euro step. He drops it off to Allen Wilson, and he's fouled as he goes to the rack. Carter Brown will pick up the his first personal of the game. And you see that move there by Nwaso, dropping it off to his teammate, and instead he'll go to the line and have to make him the hard way here.
Well, Carter Brown is a freshman, 6'2", 178 pounds out of Plano, and right there you saw just a little bit of that freshman inexperience. You try to get those hands up, try to avoid that contact as best you can while still maintaining your presence underneath. You don't necessarily, you'll still draw the foul, but still a freshman mistake there by young Carter Brown.
Allen Wilson goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe for his first 2 points of the day, and it's a 1-point game again. Dallas Baptist with the lead of the ball. Pratt here has it out on the edge. He gives way to Carter Brown, who drives, spins, drops it off, and it's knocked out of bounds. They really want to establish that presence down low. This time it wasn't Burke. Instead, now you see the number 24, Braden Harris, a 6'8" transfer from Jacksonville Junior College.
Newman has not allowed them to have that presence inside so far.
5 on the shot clock. Brown for 3, misses the rim. Rebound controlled by Newman. The 6'5" sophomore with the rebound, and the Jets trying to take the lead. Fouled in the act of shooting is number 15.
That's Jacob Birnbaum right there, and Jacob Birnbaum, one of these guys, we're looking at him from our courtside location, and Corey, I think he jumped 2.5 feet in the air. The athleticism from this young man is really going to do well for Newman, not only today but in the future.
His first action of the day as you get a good look at Mark Potter. Jose told you, over 300 wins, but will today be the last day? His Jets are going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. They shoot for the lead here out of the hand of Birnbaum. The young man knocks them both down, gives the lead back to Newman. 12-11 here as Carter Brown walks it back up against some pressure. A little runner in the lane here won't go, and they get locked up underneath, and I think Birnbaum got tied up with one of the Patriots. That's exactly the call.
When you're saying Dallas Baptist actually struggled a little bit on the offensive end, once again, Newman taking away that inside game, it's started to throw a bit of a wrench into Dallas Baptist game plan.
After the foul, Newman leads. We'll step aside. More from the Heartland Conference Men's Tournament after this.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Tulsa, live here on the Heartland Conference Network. A three from the far side won't go down for Amari Bryant. During the commercial break, Drew, we were looking at the shooting numbers, and Dallas Baptist is getting a volume of shots up, but they aren't falling.
You know, we talked about the offensive prowess of this Dallas Baptist team before in the pregame show. 4 for 16, only shooting 25% from the field. On that last three-point play, they are 1 for 7 from behind the arc here in the early going.
Carter Brown with the steal. The ball comes back around the perimeter to him. Von Vliet with it now. Dribbles with the left hand, skip pass all the way over to Amari Bryant for three, and he drains it. Amari Bryant from Pembroke Pines, Florida, rings the bell.
Redshirt junior showing some great skill from behind the arc. And now here on the other side, look at this, just that once again, the athleticism, the big man making their presence known. That's Daniel Green. We're gonna talk about him a lot.
Daniel Green played, he's moved around a lot, been at Arkansas Little Rock, been at Wake Forest. Here's a foul, away from the ball, they're gonna call against 33. That's gonna give them an opportunity, Dallas Baptist, to get Patrick Burke back into the ball game. He'll give Braden Harris a chance to catch his breath.
You see the shot of Amari Bryant making, being a coach on the floor. You know, you can watch some of the communication on this Dallas Baptist team. Once again, it's that playing that smart executive style of basketball that they play.
Von Vliet tries it, another rebound for Daniel Green, 6'10", doing his job. Gets the rebound there. Nwaso goes with it here, and there's another foul, and we've got another sideline report coming up here in just a moment. Kevin Bryant checking back into the ball game. Boy, I tell you what though, Daniel Green doing great work so far here in the free throw line, just doing great with the rebounds. And we go back on the sideline. I think Jose is ready now. Jose, are you with us?
I'm here, guys. How's it going? Well,
it's going good.
I was listening to Coach Potter, and he wanted to stress the significance of the cut, the high post cut. He said if his team can win the foot race, this game is going to be a lot easier for him. He really wanted them to cut to the ball as much as they can. Just keep moving, he said.
Thank you, Jose. That is a big ask here, Drew, to try and beat Dallas Baptist in a foot race.
You're more or less asking them to play their own game there, and that's something that Dallas Baptist, when we were talking about the statistics in the early going of this game, scoring offense, number one from behind the arc, and you're asking them to play their style. You know, it's very interesting strategy, but you can't say that it's been ineffective so far as we're knotted up at 14.
Yep, almost a steal there, but instead the Patriots come away with it. Amari Bryant with it. He'll stop and pop from three. No, it pinballs off. Back tapped out to Daniel Nwaso Jr. The 6'1" southpaw brings it up floor. They go down low now. Big Daniel Green has it. He turns, left-handed shot, rattles around and falls through. Daniel Green with 4 points now.
Senior forward, and man, you know, we're once again, I don't know that we can talk enough about the size underneath, but that shooting skill too. Ooh, and underneath, a big-time collision.
Boy, and Kevin Bryant is holding on to the front of his face. He may have taken a shot to the jaw there. The foul is, they give the foul against 20 here. So what you've got is you've got Dallas Baptist Xavier Ledette driving in, and boy, doesn't look any better the second time, Drew.
No, took an elbow underneath, and once again, the physicality on both sides. When you have that much size and that much speed underneath, those collisions are going to happen, and so far, Kevin Bryant has taken his lumps.
There's a travel call on the other end. As we get back to action, that was a wicked elbow. They're still looking at that replay just to our left, but don't think you saw anything intentional in that when we saw it here in real time. 9 minutes to go until halftime here at the UMAC. Dallas Baptist trailing here by 2, down 16-14 to the Jets of Newman. Burke sends it around. See if they find a reversal. No, instead Miles Johnson drives. No foul call, just a clean block, and now the ball almost trickles out of bounds. See if they got a timeout call or not. They did not. The ball comes to the Jets. Head coach Blake Flickner talking to one of our officials, Ryan Huber, trying to explain to him he's holding his arm back. He's holding his arm back.
And that's what I was listening to as part of the conversation. Coach Flickner saying he's got a hold of him the entire time. No foul call there.
Fouls reasonable to this point, 6 for Dallas Baptist, 5 for Newman. So even both ways here, just a 1 foul differential. 10 on the shot clock. Nwaso doesn't want to wait any longer. Daniel Nwaso snaps the net, and it's a 19-14 affair.
You can call him the Canadian crippler from behind the arc because he has been shooting lights out from the tray ball land.
Miles Johnson misses for 3, and they're going to have a foul underneath against Newman's Kevin Bryant. Bryant picks up his second, the team's 6th, though now the fouls are even at 6 apiece. Both coaches make changes to their lineups here with 8:05 to go until halftime.
You know, I keep going back to what Coach Potter asks of his team, and that is, to play that high-low, try to match speed, match that executive style. And if you had said that going into the game that would be their game plan, I would have said that's not a wise idea. So far, there's only 5-point difference here in this first half.
Nice drive that time by Miles Johnson, the all-conference honorable mention from Arlington Martin High School. And he will be at the free throw line after this break. Newman leads the #1 seed in the tournament, Dallas Baptist, by 5. We'll be back to the UMAC in just a minute.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
With their scoring offense. Newman's 3rd in scoring offense.
19-14 our score as we have gotten the men's side of the Heartland Conference basketball tournament underway here as we move on in a quadruple header of basketball action here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. We had 2 women's games earlier today, Drew. Now we turn the page to the men, Dallas Baptist and Newman here, and then we'll have one more a little bit later tonight after this one. Texas A&M International will take on the #7 seed, St. Mary's. This is Miles Johnson at the free throw line now, putting up the first. He knocks it down. Johnson 3 points so far in this game, and they handed the stat sheets to us during the media timeout, Drew. The shooting percentages, very, very under what Dallas Baptist is used to doing in the regular season.
Dallas Baptist is in the 40 percentile in three-point shooting. They are only shooting at 20% from beyond the arc tonight. 23.8% this evening in regular field goals. 5 for 21 grand total. When you're talking about the #1 scoring offense in the league, this is very underwhelming in this first half.
Jose Huber has some more about the scoring offenses that we're talking about tonight. Jose, what do you got?
Thanks, guys. I was listening into the timeout for Newman, and they wanted to the switch of the screen. If DBU switches the screen, they want to focus on the mismatch down low because they feel they can beat them with that.
That is good information. Thank you. Take a 30-second timeout here while Newman, as Dallas Baptist has been able to get a couple of runouts, Drew, and knot this one up at 19. Newman had started to stretch their legs a little bit. This philosophy of hey, the biggest dog in the yard wants to run, we'll run with them. It's worked so far, but Dallas Baptist has brought this game back to even.
Well, you know, and just like we were talking about just a few moments ago, it's only been 5 for 21. Now you extend that to 7 from 23 on the field. But what's interesting about that is, you know, that we made so much, Corey, about the scoring offense of this Dallas Baptist team. This is Newman at number 18. Now remember, in the last 2 meetings, Dallas Baptist hung 100 or more points in both meetings in the regular season against the Newman Jets.
And held them to 81 and 74 respectively. Newman's got the rock here, a chance to break the 19-all tie as the clock gets near the 7-minute mark here in the first half in Tulsa. Schieber with it, they'll reverse it. Schieber has it in front of the DBU bench. He's covered by Julian Miranda. Nuwasu now crosses his man over, pulls up inside the three-point line, airballs it, offensive rebound to Schieber for 3, and he beats the buzzer! Taylor Schieber knocks down another 3.
6'1" senior out of Derby, Kansas, just absolutely drains it that time with the buzzer beater.
His 74th 3 of the season. Rebound pulled down by big Daniel Green, and here come the Jets. They're flying high right now. Nuwasu thinks about a long-range 3 and then thinks better of it. Handoff now to Alan Wilson. 15 on the shot clock. He'll pull the trigger. He leaves it short on the front iron. Patriots bring it back the other way now. Walked up by Julian Miranda. Miranda starting the offense from between the circles. They go down low. Great move in the post, but no, wow. I tell you what, Daniel Green is cleaning the glass right now. He is a rebounding machine as Nuwasu drives and attacks and will go to the free throw line.
Daniel Nuwasu is the team's leading scorer, 18.4 points per game. But as you were mentioning, Daniel Green, check out his rebound statistics, 5.9 average per game. He's close to that already here in this first half.
He's got 6 as Nuwasu sends his first free throw through. He's a perfect 1 for 1. That's his first trip to the line. He's 2 for 2 from three-point land, and 3 of 7 from the floor is Daniel Nuwasu, an all-conference second teamer, one of the top 3 shooters in the conference. He leads his team both in scoring, steals, field goals made and attempted, 3 points made and attempted. If you need a bucket, Nuwasu is your man, especially if you're a fan of the Jets. He makes it a 24-19 score. Miranda tries to create some space underneath, but is fouled.
You were talking about Daniel Nuwasu, you know, you're talking about an offensive powerhouse, but even think about this. He leads his team in steals at 1.5 a game. This is a guy who can play the defensive side of the basketball as well.
He came into today with 497 points, did Nuwasu, so now he's over 500 for the season. That's always a number that coaches look at. That's a great score to clip over 500. Julian Miranda knocks down the first free throw. He is a 92% free throw shooter, 37 of 40 on the season, make that 38 of 41. He doesn't get to the line a ton, Drew, but when he gets there, dude don't miss.
That's taking it to the bank, and when you can have a free throw shooter who is that on point, you breathe a little bit of sigh of relief every time that he's fouled, because you know it's probably going to result in points, and those points, especially in tournament time, are coming at a premium, especially in close games like this.
Great drive that time. The Jets could not get it to go. Patrick Burke tips it out. The Dallas Baptist Patriots come the other way. Look at the assist and one. A great two-man game between Julian Miranda and big Patrick Burke.
The passing, the ball control, the speed, the efficiency. It's once again that executive style, the way they execute on the offensive side of the basketball has been their bread and butter. That's the girl that brought them to the dance.
Alan Wilson picks up his second personal. Burke misses the free throw, and then there's a clear-out foul underneath. Looks like they're going to get J.T. Harris with his first. Team fouls 8 for Dallas Baptist, 9 for Newman now, so we walk to the other end of the floor.
You know, it's a 24-23 ball game with Newman up by 1. And once again, I'm having a hard time believing the strategy from Coach Mark Potter and Newman, especially the fact that it's working. When you try to go toe-to-toe with number 1, that doesn't always work. Conventional wisdom, as you mentioned, says try to take the wind out of the sails. That's not what Newman has done. They've played with Dallas Baptist so far.
Mininger unable to complete the free throw. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and Dallas Baptist just races back, scores, and takes the lead back by 1, 25-24. Do the Jets have an answer here? Schieber pestered by Julian Miranda. There's a reach in, a tap out. JT Harris can't get control of it. Loose ball all the way back to the other baseline. Who's got it? The ball will stay on that end of the floor. What hustle by the Patriots to get all the way back.
Well, the tussle underneath the basket, too. You've got to hand it to both Newman and Dallas Baptist. The hustle, the physicality. This game means everything because it's win or go home. And so far, you're seeing that size. You're seeing the physicality come into play.
Boy van Vliet from the Netherlands dishes to Johnson. He misses from point-blank range. I think we had a foul over the back there. It looks like they're going to get Daniel Nuwasu. Nuwasu picks up his second. You don't want to see that young man get into foul trouble if you're a Newman University alum, guy that you need on the floor. He doesn't come off the floor very often. That'll put JT Harris at the line. He doesn't even dribble it, just pulls up and shoots and misses the first.
Nuwasu has contributed for nearly half of Newman's offense so far, and so especially from behind the three-point line, you don't want to see this young man get into foul trouble, especially because if Dallas Baptist gets rolling, they're going to need an answer, and it may come in the form of Nuwasu.
JT Harris goes 1 of 2 that time to the free throw line. 17 of 25 on the season for Harris. Both teams make some quick changes here. We're under 4.5 to go, and it's a 2-point game, 26-24. DBU on top of Newman. And Taylor Schieber can shoot Newman right back into it here. They could tie it or take the lead on this possession.
Schieber with 16.8 points per game on average in the regular season.
A little quiet today here with only 3. He tries to come through on a screen. Instead, it's a long shot that time by Jacob Birnbaum that won't go home. And Dallas Baptist brings it back the other way. Burke calls for it. Instead flips it back out to Pratt. They work it all the way around the horn. Boy van Vliet from Den Bosch, Netherlands by way of Northern Iowa Area Community College, and instead we got a foul on the floor.
I believe they called that one on Daniel Green.
They did. Foul called on Daniel Green, his first, and we will pause with 3:44 to play. A 2-point game here between the number 1 and number 8 seed in the Heartland Conference.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
While we were away, Jordan Pratt missed the first free throw. He misses the second as well. The big man from San Antonio, Texas, normally a 70% free throw shooter, but 0 for 2 that trip. Now Newman, a little shove. Taylor Schieber has struggled here in the early going, Drew, to get his offense on track. That time, a little armbar trying to get space so he could get his shot, and he gets dinged for it.
Only 3 points so far for Schieber, who is usually good for about 16.8 a game. That's been his season average. And there's going to be a little bit of frustration there, especially when you can't find your offensive rhythm and you're in a close game.
That was the 9th turnover of the game. And look at this, lighting up from outside again. The conference freshman of the year, Julian Miranda, knocks down another tray. Newman tries to answer in a hurry. Miranda scoops it up. The lead pass is good. Boy, Von Vliet racing back faster than all the Jets. He gets 2 more. Dallas Baptist leads 31-24.
Well, that's the kind of offense that we are used to seeing from Dallas Baptist. That's once again the way they execute, the efficiency, being able to control the basketball in transition, hitting it off the glass, using the window. These are the kind of things that Dallas Baptist does, and they do well. Newman has not been able to match that pace, at least coming out of that last timeout. Dallas Baptist took advantage.
Dallas Baptist this year getting their first ever piece of the Heartland Conference regular season title. They get the #1 seed in this tournament. The Patriots lead the league. Drew told you 8 different offensive categories. One I would love to see right now is how they do with transition scoring, because that scoop by Julian Miranda all the way ahead to Von Vliet was as good as it gets. Von Vliet with 4 points now, and Dallas Baptist starting to pull away a little bit here, up by 7.
That transition game was absolutely textbook. That could very well be the difference in this game.
Nuwasu finally comes back to the ball here. The dribble with the left hand, and he picks it up. Von Vliet all over him with 2, with 1. They threw it up that time. Jacob Birnbaum didn't have any choice but to take an off-balance shot or have the clock expire, one or the other.
Well, you know, we've talked so much about the Dallas Baptist offense. Let's switch to defense. That was an excellent defensive stand by Dallas Baptist on the other end to prevent the Jets from scoring.
Second time that they took them all the way down to the final second, the shot clock here in the first half. Boy, Von Vliet's going to take it out here. The 6'4" young man from the Netherlands, a junior, just over the top into Jordan Pratt, and the Patriots get back in their offensive set here.
So that size advantage really comes into play. Just able to throw the ball up, and their guy's going to go up and get it.
Burke has been on the other side of the paint the entire first half. Goes to the offside, kicks it out. A great inside-out game between Burke and Julian Miranda. He knocks down another 3. He is 3 for 4 from three-point land, and the threes continue to fall. Now Dallas Baptist has their largest lead. They've ballooned it up to 10, 34-24.
This is exactly what it is that we thought we were going to see from this team, the way they get their motor running, especially from beyond the arc. Julian Miranda has been lights out so far.
Julian Miranda coming into today averages 8 points and 2 rebounds a game, a young man out of DeSoto High School in the Dallas, Texas area. But he's already gone off for 13 on 4 of 6 shooting, and he is not done. We're just in the first half. They're going to get Miranda here, I think, for the foul just right in front of the DBU bench.
Julian Miranda, think about this, it counts for 30% of the Dallas Baptist offense so far.
I hate it when you do fast math like that. It just intimidates me.
I have to bring something to the broadcast. That's what I've got. That's what I've got.
I've got a calculator on my iPhone. That's it. That's really my only contribution. They put Taylor Schieber at the line. Schieber, a quiet day. This is his first trip to the stripe. Schieber, an 85% free throw shooter. That one rattles off, no good. Schieber, one of the 3 best shooters in the conference, is having a cold day here in Tulsa. Von Vliet drives the baseline, and it'll be an offensive foul against Boy as he just ran over a defender.
And then that time, you saw him trying to make that move along the baseline, a nice little spin move. We're actually going to show it to you right here. You see him, he's trying, but he put that arm up. It's exactly what you were talking about. That forearm is something the officials are looking at. That's going to draw the foul every single time.
His second personal foul. Good job by Taylor Schieber to get to the spot, absorb the impact, and now Newman gets to attack. The shot by Birnbaum hits the back of the iron and kicks back out.
Not a time to go cold.
Mari Bryant slows it down here. We have 60 seconds to go until halftime, and Bryant letting the air out a little bit. The dish, a nice little backwards pass to Patrick Burke, and he's fouled as he attacks the rim.
Once again, Patrick Burke being the one that they send behind the line, not something you want to see. He's already made one trip today and had some success there. You don't want to send him behind the charity stripe.
He is 2 for 3 at the free throw line so far today on the season.
Which is 66%, by the way.
Patrick is 75% shooter, and he uses the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and it falls through. Grant Menninger back into the ball game, the Ashland, Kansas product.
Talking about Patrick Burke, the fact of the matter is that the way he shoots, the way his speed, his size, everything about Patrick Burke really has made him an asset for this Dallas Baptist offense.
And you were here for this tournament last year. It was kind of a coming out party for him. It's a quiet season. Boy, nice pull-up jumper by Schieber that time. Kind of a quiet season, but he really kind of blew up as Dallas Baptist had a great run in this event a year ago.
Absolutely. I mean, he was one of those names that you consistently tried to call and tried to find some more information about. And it's the same story, different song, same dance, different song. Patrick Burke, size, speed, efficiency for this Dallas Baptist squad.
And he's going to get 2 points here because of the goaltend. Watch here. He's going to get the ball, and then they pin it up against the glass. The 2 points counts, and with 32.4 seconds to go, Dallas Baptist now has extended their advantage to 12 points, 38-26. And now on the inbounds, there's a foul before the ball even comes in play. Boy, Von Vliet with the foul. That's going to be his third personal, so that's going to be the first player for DBU to collect 3 fouls, and that's an important guard in the backcourt for Coach Blake Flickner.
Once again, we can't stress this enough. It's been size and speed, and Boy Van Vliet absolutely has both. You can see him attack underneath, especially on the baseline. We saw it earlier. That's a bread and butter moment, a bread and butter side for him. So, having 3 fouls early on is going to take him away from the next part of the second half, which could be a difference maker for the Patriots.
Amari Bryant and JT Harris both check back into the ball game. Schieber at the line. Schieber, another academic all-district player, a 3.77 GPA, so he lights it up on the floor and in the classroom.
You just saw after he missed that free throw, I mean, I don't know if the camera caught it, the frustration.
Oh, yes.
You saw aggravation. There's, when an athlete goes cold like that, you're trying to find out why you're out of rhythm, and right now, it's in the head of Taylor Schieber.
1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here as we head to halftime. Dallas Baptist lead is 11. Julian Miranda stops, pops, uses the window. It's a beauty. 2 more for Miranda. The ball stolen by Johnson, but he steps out of bounds. He came flying in, Drew, like a safety or a cornerback, jumped the route, got the ball, but he didn't get 1 foot in bounds. He fell out of bounds.
It's once again defense. We've talked so much about the offense, but these big defensive plays that Dallas Baptist have been able to pull off have stopped Newman's momentum dead.
Menninger throws it up at the rim. Looked like they were trying to get Jacob Fittbaum on kind of an alley-oop, but he was unable to do so as time expires. And Dallas Baptist, we had a very close game in the first half, the first 10 minutes of play, but they stepped on the accelerator and pulled away. They lead 40-27. We'll go ahead and step aside at halftime here. More halftime performances from Tulsa as we are moving on here. Game 3 of 4 today on the Heartland Sports Network.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future. and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tamu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
We are here today in the Rip Griffin Center at the men's and women's basketball games, and we presented a wish to Angel Martinez. We brought him in as our guest. Throughout the whole game, we would have little contests and things that he would win. Our first surprise was to do a name drawing, and then he got a signed basketball from our basketball players. Our second surprise for Angel was he got to go on the court and drive a remote control car into each Star Wars figure, and every one that he hit, he got a prize. And then his final surprise was a fake costume contest, which it was actually his wish reveal that we got to grant him.
So everybody thinks this is a costume contest, but it actually isn't. We're actually here for someone much more special to us. So that special someone is Angel Martinez. You're going to Legoland!
The best part about this is that all of the athletes and a lot of the community here at LSU get to come together and work really hard to raise this money just so that we can make someone's day extremely special.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us. It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Welcome back to the third game of the day of the Heartland Conference tournament that's going on today. DBU is leading Newman 40-27, and we're about to start the second half. I'm going to go ahead and pitch it to our guys at the court side, Drew and Corey.
Thanks, Jose. We are getting ready to get back to work. 40-27, as our sideline reporter Jose Huber mentioned. 40-27, our score. Dallas Baptist ready to get back to work. And Drew, we've been talking about this during the halftime break. What do you think the conversation was in the locker room about what's going to change here in the second half?
Exactly what we're about to see from Burke.
How about a two-handed jam to start it off?
You know, hearing from the coaches over on the Dallas Baptist side, they said, you know, we're going to pick up the pace. This is not. We're going to play our game just like Newman's going to play our game, but we're going to play our game better. We want to see more of that explosive offense. We want to see more from beyond the arc. Patrick Burke opens it up.
Great job running the floor that time to open up the second half. Nothing like opening up a second half with a slam dunk. 42-27 the score now. Kevin Bryant set to inbounds. See what Newman has got written up on the old chalkboard for the second half. And look at this, back-to-back jams. Daniel Green down low, the big man with the two-handed flush.
If you were Marv Albert, you would say something like Daniel Green, yes, underneath with that slam and a direct answer back. That is Newman's way of saying we're not going down lightly.
Not easily. Miranda's point-blank miss tapped out to Miles Johnson. Miranda with the rock again, tries to work off a JT Harris screen, but Kevin Bryant is there. 7 on the shot clock now, all the way out to Ledette. They go down low, it's partially blocked, and Newman comes away with it. The Jets looking to run here all the way across court to a Cal. They'll flip it out, no foul called. The big man, Bryant wants a three, he'll miss. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson averages 13 points and 3 rebounds a game, and here's Burke. We're gonna have a foul against Miranda as he collides with Kevin Bryant. Miranda picks up his 3rd personal. I tell you what, not only is he a scoring threat, but the offense runs through him. That is a hard foul to see your primary ball handler give up.
I mean, we can talk about physicality, we can talk about speed all day long, but Newman is definitely still trying to play that game as Daniel Green puts one up and in. Still trying to play Dallas Baptist's game, and so far, Dallas Baptist has not quite had the answer. They start with the slam dunk, but we're still seeing, despite the score differential, Newman is playing with DBU.
Green is pitching a perfect game. He's got 8 points on 4 of 4 shooting. He has not missed. That pass, however, misses, and I think may have hit our camera guy. We got a thumbs up. He's okay.
That is occupational hazard, and it's actually a gold star on your resume.
It usually is. Jordan Pratt wears number 33 for the Patriots. He checks back in for head coach Blake Flickner. 42-31 our score as these two heavyweights kind of trade haymakers. Here's Nuwasu. He went almost the final 4 minutes of the first half without a point, and he doesn't start this second half any better as the southpaw missed the long-range shot. Gives it back to Dallas Baptist here.
Well, the last thing you want to do if you are Newman is miss opportunities. You do not want to miss scoring opportunities because of things like we just saw Miranda do. He opens up that lane, he shoots. Newman has to answer, or DBU has the ability to blow this thing open.
Miranda with 17 points now. Green over the back, but it's cleared out. Xavier Ledette from Lafayette, Louisiana, the Western Texas College transfer with the rebound.
Missed opportunity.
Wow, what a great feed. The pass was almost too fancy that time for the Patriots. Nuwasu misses from point-blank range, and the rebound controlled by Patrick Burke. Burke last year, the tournament MVP. A nice rebound there for Burke. He's got double-digit scoring for Dallas Baptist, and now Miranda changes the pace a little bit. They go down low. Burke looks left, looks right, shoots over his defender, and it rolls off the rim.
Newman has to score here. This is a must-score possession, and even though we are early on in the second half, DBU could absolutely blow this thing open.
Down 13, and there's a takeaway. Burke, a lot of contact there, and then the ball just trickles out. No communication that time between Miles Johnson and Julian Miranda, and even though you were saying that's an important possession for Newman, Dallas Baptist gave the ball right back to him. So a second chance.
Well, it's one of these things that when you're an 8 seed, when you're playing with emotion, when you're trying to play a game that's not your game typically, this is what you have to do. You have to make sure that you don't miss opportunities. You cannot let this get in your head. You need to shoot to maintain the momentum and keep yourself in this game, as DBU has the opportunity and the ability to blow this thing wide open.
Skying in for the rebound for Newman that time was Allen Wilson. he was taken out of the play by Carter Brown. Carter Brown played his high school ball at Frisco Liberty High School in Texas. He picks up his third personal, and the officials get together here, make sure they know which way we're going, and this will be a conversation between them, but all three of them before it's all said and done. Blake Flickner wants to know who touched it for Dallas Baptist, as the call will give the ball to the Jets. Amari Bryant checks back into the ball game for the Patriots. Newman will have a shot at it. They've been shooting at this basket 3 times now. They keep getting new life because of Patriot turnovers.
Precisely that. I mean, but this is one of those opportunities where you say, if you're Newman, you can't miss an opportunity. Just like that one. That's Daniel Green's first miss of the ball game, but it's a big one.
Wow, and a big collision down here between Bryant and Burke as the two big men collided right into the back of the board and the stanchion, and they're going to give Kevin Bryant the foul. Bryant's going to get his third personal.
Kevin Bryant has smacked the hardwood quite a bit in this game. And we're actually going to see what the officials are looking at right now in just a few moments to kind of take a look at what happened underneath. But that was a nasty, nasty look underneath.
And he got the worst end of it and got the foul to boot. And he puts Patrick Burke back at the line. The all-conference first teamer for the Patriots, able to knock down the free throw. And here's the replay that Drew was talking about. You see the guys kind of got their legs tangled up there. And on we go. Dallas Baptist up now 47-31, our score.
Yeah, there's what we were talking about underneath. Patrick Burke, and then nasty underneath. But he gets the foul.
It's 3, and that's got him a seat on the Jet sideline. Miranda now with it, and Dallas Baptist will bring the ball back out and set a half-court offensive set here. Off a screen, Bryant's three-pointer won't go. Green with the rebound, and the Jets get to take it the other direction. Akal pops from 3, a little side spin, and it goes through. His first triple of the night. It's 47-34, the first make of the night for Damian Akal.
Damian Akal just pop-locked and dropped it from three-point land. Newman is going to have to take advantage of opportunities like that to stay in it.
Wow, a great block that time out of nowhere. Jacob Birnbaum able to disrupt the shot of Patrick Burke. Newman still trying to cut into this lead.
The DBU bench not happy. They're sitting directly to my right. They are not happy with that lack of a call.
Now they're going to get a call on the other end, but they're not going to like this one either. As that time Jacob Birnbaum drove, he was able to get Patrick Burke to commit the foul, his second, and that will give us a stop and play here with 15:09 to go in this number 1 versus number 8 matchup. Dallas Baptist leads Newman 47-34.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Jacob Birnbaum at the line, shooting a couple here as Dallas Baptist leads Newman 47-35. Our sideline reporter has got a little bit more on Dallas Baptist. Jose?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I was looking up the list of awards and accomplishments this year, and they've racked up quite a bit. They have 4 all-conference players, Coach of the Year in Flickner. Julian Miranda is Freshman Player of the Year. Patrick Burke is a first-team All-American, and then Miles Johnson is a second-team All-American and an academic All-American. How about that, guys?
A co-signed academic all-district player for the 3rd year in a row, Jose. Thank you very much. Miles Johnson lights the lamp from deep, and DBU continues to roll here. That's 8 points now in the contest for Johnson as he knocks down the triple. Newman goes down low, and Daniel Green, I don't think they utilize him enough, Drew. I think the big man, I don't think Patrick Burke has really wanted to battle him down low, and I think they could get a lot of more production out of him.
Absolutely, particularly in the transition game. You saw him work the baseline just a little bit, make that cut. You've got Daniel Green in transition right now. If they can get him underneath, he's a force to be reckoned with. And now they're, I don't know if you saw this on camera, but there was a foul away from the basket. Patrick Burke finally did tangle up with him. They called the hand check.
Well, but it's going to be Patrick's 3rd foul, and that's getting the ire of Coach Blake Fickman. It doesn't bother Mark Potter very much, as he likes seeing that all-star player starting to get into foul trouble. Newman gets the ball out of bounds on their end, and look at the spin cycle that Alan Wilson puts on. He gets another foul called here. This one, it goes against Amari Bryant.
Well, and once again, while these are good calls for Newman, you have to think that the misses here are going to come back and bite them. These are missed opportunities. You've got to score when you have the opportunity.
Well, it's not a missed opportunity if you can get the free throws to go, and Alan Wilson is one of those guys that can. 91% from the free throw stripe. 33 of 36 coming into tonight. This young man scored over 1,000 points in his high school career over at Elk River, Minnesota. He played at Rogers High School. He's made it a 10-point game, 50-40 with 14 minutes to go here at the UMAC. Jordan Pratt sends the ball all the way around the horn now to Bryant. Bryant at the free throw line, kicks it out to Harris from long range, no, and an offensive rebound. And boy, that'll come back to haunt you. Look at the great move underneath and back up and around for J.T. Harris.
It goes back to that size. It goes back to the speed. It goes back to the efficiency. 5 points for J.T. Harris in the afternoon. He could certainly do more as well. And you know, it's one of those things where here's a guy in J.T. Harris who stands at 6'6", presence underneath.
From Merkel, Texas, having a pretty good showing here, but I tell you what, I just love the game of Daniel Green. Green turns again, a good lob pass to get him in. He's able to turn his shoulder, take the high percentage shot, and knock it down.
Well, as you mentioned, the journeyman, he's played Division I basketball, Arkansas, Little Rock, and among other places.
How about another three? This one for Amari Bryant. Amari Bryant knocks down his second triple of the day. He's got 5 points. DBU up 55-42.
Newman needs to score for momentum's sake here. This is a pivotal possession for the Jets.
Jacob Birnbaum will call his own number. The fadeaway jumper goes all the way down and through. Pretty shot for the long Jacob Birnbaum. He's just one of those long, lean, got a great wingspan, and I just showed you just a little bit of that jump shot, and now a couple of players get tangled up here, 21 and 12. It's Daniel Green and J.T. Harris bumping at the free throw line.
Battle of the behemoths, battle of the big men, the unstoppable force and the immovable object. It's those battles underneath that are so entertaining to watch. And Daniel Green, you know, I think you're absolutely right. He's not utilized enough, but man, when the big guys get underneath, that physicality really comes into play for both squads.
He checks out now. Does Daniel Green. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Spin move in the paint, and the right hand is true for Amari Bryant. The transfer from Texas State University gets 2 more. The Jets try to answer. It rattles out no good. Bryant back with it after the rebound by Harris.
Fast transition game.
Johnson in the corner, no, too strong off the heel. Rebound controlled by Damian Acau. Back down to Birnbaum. He's kind of got the hot hand. He sees that one rattle around and fall off. Now Julian Miranda not taking his foot off the accelerator. Dallas Baptist right up at it. Their lead now 13, and they're going to get a foul called. Backing into the defender was Miles Johnson.
Taylor Schieber hits the floor very, very hard. Dallas Baptist bench did not like that call, but it was a good one.
Oh, they didn't like it, but it ended up turning around anyway. So we have got a stoppage in play. Dallas Baptist leads Newman 57-44. More in just a minute.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
Newman and Dallas Baptist have both scored 17 each way here in the second half at the UMAC. Corey Riggs, Drew Brent, Jose Huber. The gang is all here, bringing you the first of two men's Heartland Conference quarterfinal matchups tonight here in Tulsa. That time, it was Birnbaum a little out of control that time. Out of bounds, and he'll give the ball back to Dallas Baptist here. They've kind of made him the go-to guy the last couple of trips down, Drew.
He's had the hot hand, as you mentioned before the break, and one of the things that Newman needs to do is put it in the hands of the people who can score. So far, Birnbaum has done that. He's been very, very hot so far. And take a look at this. You want him to get fouled 4 for 4 behind the charity stripe tonight.
Gotta like it when a guy knocks down the free ones. Miranda behind the back, he cannot finish, but look at the putback. JT Harris skies above everybody else and drops it back through the cylinder.
It's a 15-point deficit now by the Jets. They have to get a momentum shift. They need to score. They need to take opportunities as often as they can. Things like that, things like misses, they've got to get the rebounds.
Stoppage here with 10:50 to go. There's the foul against Newman here, and they will make a line change here, singing Daniel Green, Kevin Bryant, and Taylor Schieber all back into the game. Jose Harbor has more from the sideline. Jose, are you down back behind the Newman bench?
I am. I was listening in on the timeout, and Coach wants them to be able to switch on all screens. He wants them to be confident. He feels like they're not switching good enough, and that's leading to easy baskets. Also, he looked at number 24, Nwasu, and told him he needs to drive and he needs to shoot. And right before they broke, told him to guard number 4 of Dallas Baptist. Don't let him get an open shot, guys.
Trying to take Amari Bryant out of the equation as we've got another foul here. JT Harris is going to get tabbed. It's going to be his second personal, the team's 7th for the Patriots out of Dallas Baptist. We're going to see them send Patrick Burke back into the game after free throws here for Daniel Green. Daniel making his first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Green with 12 points and 9 rebounds, looking for another double-double on the 2017 season with a 6'10" standout. The big man makes it look easy.
You know,
Makes it look easy.
I thought what Jose said during the timeout there, talking about bringing back Nuwasu and saying, okay, look, you've got to shoot, you've got to drive, you've got to bring some momentum into this thing. And right now we've got blood on Burke. Blood on Burke.
And he just checked back into the game. They're trying to figure out where the blood even came from. Burke doesn't have a mark on him. Got to kind of wonder, he took that spot in the low block next to Nuwasu. Kind of got to wonder if maybe Nuwasu's got a spot on his elbow and that he just rubbed that on Burke there. But
well, Damian Acau is also wrapped up on his right elbow, and he was checking that bandage earlier as well. So there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on this court right now.
Always are at the end of the season, and they're going to get Kevin Bryant here for another foul, and that is his fourth. So one of the other big men for the Jets now in major foul trouble with 4. He'll check out. Jacob Birnbaum, who's seen a lot of minutes here in the second half, comes back into play.
Well, you got to give Kevin Bryant so much credit. The last couple, I mean, this entire game, he has smacked hardwood. He has been playing very, very physical, but unfortunately, it's resulted in a lot of fouls.
A 2-2-1 trap here. Dallas Baptist able to break it. Amari Bryant can't finish on the other end. That was the last rebound Daniel Green needed. He's got 14 points and 10 boards. A double-double for the big man from Colleyville, Texas. Nuwasu for 3, no. Too strong off the back iron, and he has just gone ice cold here. He has been sitting on 10 points since about the 5-minute mark of the first half. Nuwasu, a little contact with Julian Miranda. Dallas Baptist slowing it down here. The turnaround jumper goes. What a nice spinner. Jordan Pratt, a 55% shooter from the floor, his 50th make of the season. And the lead expands at 61-46. But there's your answer, Drew, as Taylor Schieber gets in the act.
Well, you know, it's one of those things when the shooter goes cold, the best thing they can do is make a shot. And I know that sounds very simplistic, but they can take away that mental block. If Schieber can get hot, it could be the answer that Newman needs, down only 13.
He's shooting 50% from the floor. He's got 8 points, a rebound, and an assist. Boy, a great pass over the top of the defense, down low, and J.T. Harris has done some great work tonight. He's now got 7 points and 6 rebounds. Schieber for 3, no. It bounced from front to back and back off, and he knocked one down from a little bit closer, but he's still yet to dial in that long-range shot, and that's a young man in Taylor Schieber that can. He is a 37% three-point shooter, 73 of 180 coming into this evening, and now driving across the lane is Pratt, and he's fouled, a reach-in foul on Newman.
Efficiency, 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 efficiency. This is what you're seeing over on the other side here with Dallas Baptist. You know, we talk so much about how much they can score, but ball control, ball movement, limiting turnovers, making the most of their possessions. Just then, you're killing clock, you're finding that open shot. Dallas Baptist executed over here very, very well.
Turnovers still fairly close in this one. 14 for Newman, 12 for Dallas Baptist, so not really a huge discrepancy either way. 8 minutes, 13 seconds to go in this quarterfinal round of the Heartland Men's Tournament. And here's a steal, a takeaway by Green. Could this be the spark the Jets need? Damian Acau with it, and there's a tie-up, and they're going to give the foul to Jacob Birnbaum. Birnbaum got tied up with Julian Miranda and gets his second personal.
Mark Potter over on the other side here, and we'll take a look right there. Ooh, I don't know.
Miranda kind of fell into him. You can see Birnbaum with his hands up like, I was just in the way, man.
That's an interesting call. Could have been a momentum killer for the Jets.
15 seconds on the shot clock here as Amari Bryant is in no hurry to pull the trigger. He walks it all the way back out to the big U logo at center court with 5 now. Head fake, drives on Green. He scoops it, and there'll be a foul with 1 second left on the shot clock as Jordan Pratt took the handoff from Amari Bryant. Did not score, but was fouled. He'll have a chance at the charity stripe when we come back. The Heartland Conference Men's Tournament rolls on in Tulsa as DBU leads Newman 63-48.
This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tammyu.edu.
Get a close look there at Dallas Baptist coach Blake Flickner as one of his forwards, Jordan Pratt, misses the first of his 2 free throw attempts here with 7:31 to play in this one. Flickner, for the second time in his career, the coach of the year in the Heartland Conference. Pratt goes 1 for 2. Good job by the San Antonio, Texas native, and we've got a foul before they even inbounds the ball. Dallas Baptist walks slowly down after the foul call on the inbounds. Jose Harbor, I hear a rumor that you've heard a little bit about the timeout plan here in the final minutes of this game. What do you have?
It's true. I try to be sneaky as I can, but DBU is talking. Coach is telling them, "Look, guys, we have 3 point guards on the floor. If they try to give us any type of full court press or half court, just spread the ball out and get it to one of our point guards. We can handle it." And they also want them to screen the balls up high. They're not sure if Newman is switching or not, so it is causing confusion, a little bit of confusion on their end.
Thank you, Jose. Schieber knocks a couple down. He's got 10 points now, and Nwasu hits the hip check foul, trying to cover Carter Brown as he brings it up. And Drew, something Jose said just resonates with me. How many coaches and teams that can say, we're going to put 3 point guards on the floor at one time, and we don't really need to worry about who gets fouled or who has the ball at any point in time?
Well, that's the kind of thing that we've been talking about. That's the efficiency here, the shooting efficiency, the ball control, the way that they execute. I know that I sound like a broken record, but this is what we've been talking about. And down the stretch, it's going to be that efficiency, and almost a big-time collision there. It's going to be that kind of efficiency. It's going to be that kind of execution that gets them over the edge.
A cow undercut Carter Brown that time, and that could have been a lot worse. It was nice that these 2 young men were able to stay on their feet here. He kind of bridges underneath them. And Carter Brown, the 6'2" freshman guard, goes the line now, knocks down the first. A better than 76% free throw shooter on the season. Brown averages 5 points and 2 rebounds a night for the Patriots. Makes the first, misses the second. Birnbaum with the rebound for Newman. This one's a 15-point game now, 65-50. Newman, the scoreboard and the clock both becoming their opponents along with the Patriots. Patrick Burt tries to body up on David Green. Green taps it out. They've got a second chance, do the Jets. Schieber pulls back out for a 3, has it blocked by Von Vliet. Boy, Von Vliet's been on the bench most of the second half with foul trouble. He picked up 3 in the first 20 minutes.
This is where you're really going to see that efficiency, that ball control that Jose was talking about here in the timeout. And now collision underneath. And
they're going to say Schieber got the foul that time. Take another look at it here on the drive, and they just kind of get their arms tied up there, Drew.
Well, and that's what you're talking about when you're talking about a physical play underneath. You're always going to have those plays that's an incidental foul, is what that is. It's not something you're trying to draw. It's one of those things that when you have that incidental contact, a lot of times there's nothing you can do. You're going to draw that foul.
Mari Bryant makes his first free throw opportunity of the day. He's got 9 points now on a 3 of 8 shooting day from the floor. Misses the second. Birnbaum, another rebound. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds off the bench for head coach Mark Potter. Jets need a bucket here. They drive, and they'll at least have a chance to score with the clock stopped here at 6:29.
You're starting to see a little more physicality, specifically underneath. It's one of these games where Newman has to get some sort of momentum going, and it's one of these things, too, that I've talked about this all game long, but missed opportunities. You hit these free throws, you can get some momentum built. That helps. Every little bit helps here. You've got to slow down this Dallas Baptist offensive machine.
And they can't do anything when the clock stopped and you're shooting free throws. Allen Wilson, perfect, 5 for 5, 6 for 6 at the free throw line for Mr. Wilson. A 91% free throw shooter, and he's doing that and then some here today.
Take a look at this. I mean, once again, we've been talking about efficiency from Dallas Baptist, but Newman really clinching in on that, going high on that defense. Jose mentioned that earlier. They're taking away that inside shot and really not presenting any looks on the outside either.
A 3 against the shot clock, and it's just your day, Amari Bryant.
Of course, as soon as I say that.
Newman did everything they could except stop a wing and a prayer triple from Amari Bryant. 3 more for the Patriots at 69-52.
17-point deficit now for Newman.
A 3, the answer. Schieber lights the lamp. Taylor's had a rough day. He connects for his second 3 of the day. He's got 13 points now.
Says a lot about the kind of scoring that you're used to doing in play when 13 is a bad day.
It does indeed. Amari Bryant just got done knocking down a triple in front of the shot clock. He runs the offense here. Burke's been quiet with foul trouble. How about another 3? Nope, too strong. The rebound fought for, out of bounds, last touched by, I think that was a Cow for Newman underneath. Was Damien Cow, 5'9" out of Wichita, Kansas. Spent a couple years at Butler County Community College. Patriots another shot at it here.
Watch the outside shot from Dallas Baptist. They really wanted to move more to the outside, see if they couldn't put this thing away.
They have 7 for 20 from the outside for Dallas Baptist. They had only had a couple of 3s go down in the first half. Bryant controls the rebound. The Jets looking for points. The scoop shot won't go. Defensive rebound controlled by all-conference star Patrick Burke. Look at this. They throw the ball up. Count it. Is that the second time tonight we've seen goaltending?
You don't usually see goaltending once a game. You saw it twice in this game. Tap the glass, count it.
Well, now they're going to give it. They're going to call it a foul and an hand.
Let's take a look at it again.
Yep, they're going to get Allen Wilson fouling as he went away. They kind of split up. You wonder if it was far enough before the shot or not. But either way, we're going to go to the free throw line here. Daniel Nwasu back in, the 6'1" senior.
Started very strong. Nwasu has gone cold.
Yeah, 10 points in the first 12 to 14 minutes and has been held scoreless since then. Amari Bryant knocks down the second free throw. The lead extends for the Patriots, up 72-55. Akau dribbles with the left hand. Nwasu drives. Moliner won't go.
Cold.
Boy Van Vliet, you're right, partner. Just not his afternoon for the team's best scorer. Quick passes now by the Patriots, and they pump the brakes here with 4:24 to play.
Dallas Baptist also realizing, too, that the clock is their ally right now with a 17-point lead. Chew it up as much as you can. Be efficient. Use that ball control. Use that passing. Just chew up some time.
5 seconds to shoot now. Van Vliet for 3 out of the near corner won't go. Bryant, another rebound. He's been there for the boards all day as big Kevin Bryant. He's got about 5 points now and probably that many rebounds as well.
Well, what Bryant hasn't been able to do in scoring, he's certainly made up for in heart. The physical play that he is at, he has been smacking hardwood all day long. He's been very physical. He's been a presence for.
That was an incredible touch pass that time by Carter Brown over to Patrick Burke, who was just waiting in the wings to finish it off. And there's Bryant driving that time. He drove right into Jordan Pratt. Pratt will commit the foul here with 3:31 to play in the first of our 2 men's games here at the UMAC in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And across the floor on the other side as we get our media timeout, Jose Harbor has another sideline story for us.
Thanks, guys. I know we've been talking about Coach Potter quite a bit, but I just wanted to reiterate that this is his 19th year, and he's been in the NCAA for 9 years. He was here when they were NAIA school, and in 9 years they've had 8 winning seasons. And last year was their first time back to the postseason in 3 years when they beat Lubbock Christian for their first NCAA win as a school. Coach Potter obviously means quite a bit. You can tell by his players on the sideline that, when it comes to the huddle, they're talking to each other. They're telling each other, hey, we got to get this together. It's not just us. It's Coach Potter as well. And then the fans who showed up too, you can tell that they're here and they're just rooting as hard as they can because they know that there's a lot more just riding on this game than just, win or go home. This is a win or go home for forever pretty much for Coach Potter. So let's just see how Newman can turn it around for the last few seconds here.
Thank you, Jose. I can tell. They renamed the court the Potter Family Court for all the contributions that Coach Mark Potter and his family, who have been students there. He himself played baseball and basketball there, graduated from Newman in 1986. So it's more than just basketball and sports, it's family for Newman University and Mark Potter and his family.
Well, and you can tell too, the Newman Jets are playing with some emotion. They're playing for their coach. Win or lose, it's been a valiant effort by the Jets here in this opening round contest, unquestionably.
3:15 to go now. Julian Miranda back in to run the point for DBU. Bryant pulls off defensively from him. Miranda gives it up, and it comes right back to him. 3 on the shot clock. 2. Miranda's got to pull the trigger. That one released in time. An offensive rebound for Burke, and he's got 2 more. Patrick Burke with 17 points. Curious whether or not that one was clean before the shot clock or not.
2016 Heartland Conference Tournament MVP. He has been on fire today as well. I mean, Patrick Burke is just such an indispensable asset for this Dallas Baptist team.
Shooting 50% from the floor, 5 or 10, even I can do that math, which is a stretch. He's got 17 points and 9 rebounds, 1 board away from a double-double today. And falling down and traveling now is Bryant. Bryant was expecting the foul call to bail him out of the travel, but he just toppled over. Jordan Pratt tried to avoid the content, so no whistle.
Right now, it's one of these things with 2.5 minutes left. Newman has to score. They have to get some momentum going. Dallas Baptist has just about put this one away, and just a 3-pointer. Somebody, I mean, you've got 2 shooters, pure shooters on your team in Newman right now who have gone ice cold, but you can shoot the rock. Get some momentum built.
No look pass. Julian Miranda to Carter Brown, and Blake Fichtner is stomping his feet, loving the effort he's getting from his Patriots. A 3-ball from McCow rattles in, and there's your answer, Drew. On the other end, finally, they knock one down. They're able to get the 3 to go. That time, that is the 6th 3-pointer of the day for the Newman Jets, and they got one when they needed it here, but the clock is just becoming a bigger opponent now than Dallas Baptist is with 2 minutes, and it's a 17-point game.
Well, Corey, I have said this probably 100 times in this game, but I'll point it out again. Efficiency, ball control. On this end, you are watching some fantastic passing, the no-look pass, the beautiful touch that they have. It's technique, it's fundamentals. You can have all the finesse in the world that you want, but if you are not sound fundamentally, you are not going to win. And the ball control and the possession that Dallas Baptist has been able to maintain in this game has been the difference.
They have gone over 100 points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. As a matter of fact, coming into today, of their last 5 games, They went as low as 93, as large as 110 points. 3 more for Johnson. That one rattles out, no good. Look at Miranda coming away with the rebound. Burke just cherry picking all alone underneath.
You saw the DBU bench just kind of shake their head. They're used to this.
This time Dallas Baptist, Jordan Pratt, he didn't get called for the foul the last time down. He didn't get out of the way this time. Pratt gets the foul, his second. The team's in the double bonus both ways, and Kevin Bryant here, the transplant from Germany, sends the first one home. Bryant now with 7 points, 3 of 5 today at the free throw line. Daniel Nwasu back in.
We heard Coach Potter tell Daniel Nwasu earlier as a report from Jose, you've got to score, you've got to drive. It's just not been there for Newman in the second half.
Yeah, it's like I think you hit the nail on the head earlier. We talk offense about this Patriots team, but they're not exactly slouches on the other end of the floor. They're not daring you to score 100 points with them. As another no-look pass from Miranda, and Johnson, the left-handed finish. The all-conference honorable mention with a 3.94 GPA. He's a finance major, Drew. He was money on that basket. Miranda now fights for the ball on the other end, and we've got another Dallas Baptist personal.
That was a great call. That was a great call. Finance manager, and that was money. I had no words for that.
We're going to have everybody stop for a second and catch their breath. Both teams wanting substitutions here. Amari Bryant wanting to check back in, and Mark Potter now, partner, all class, going to clear his bench here, get 5 new guys into the game for his team. Anthony Harvey Jr. checks in.
Wow.
Number 4 is Matthew Green. It's the first time we've got to mention him today. Anthony Harvey Jr. in. Number 31 is Kyle Harris. All new faces here. Along with number 30, Kyle Mazza for the first time. And now Coach Flickner able to do the same thing here, brings his starters out, a whole new fresh group in. A lot of applause for both of these coaches and teams. Dallas Baptist sends Gray Parrish in for the first time today. Boy Van Vliet still on the floor. Jay Payton into the game, a 5'8" sophomore from College Station, Texas. And one more change, and Aaron Samuels will get a chance to come in, relieving Taylor Schieber. A big hug for his head coach. That'll do it for both of these teams. With 1:05 to go, they'll let the reserves play this one out. Dallas Baptist is going to continue their march, partner, back to Championship Sunday. They won this event a year ago as the number 2 seed. They're looking to defend their title this year as the number 1 seed, coming off a 3-way regular season conference championship with 2 other teams in the Heartland Conference.
Well, and they had the tournament MVP in Patrick Burke last year. I mean, he certainly has been a factor in this game, but I can't really take my eyes off of the Newman bench right now. There's a lot of emotion on this bench, and Mark Potter, this is his final game. We knew that if he lost, this was going to be it. He's still coaching at the very end. He's still coaching up his players. This is a classy Newman Jets team, and you have to tip the hat. The Dallas Baptist Patriots hung 100 on them in 2 different games this year, but this game, defensively, they cinched down, they locked it down. Fantastic effort by the 8 seed.
Anthony Harvey at the line now gets his first point of the day. He gets into the scorebook with a free throw make. Harvey, 100% for the season. He's 3 of 3. He's 4 of 4. 2 free throws for Anthony Harvey Jr. from Lawrence, Kansas. The coach's staff for Dallas Baptist calls no shot, and they'll be able to walk off the final 17 seconds here on day 1 of the Heartland Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. Dallas Baptist looking to advance over the number 8 seed Newman. They will next face the winner of the 4-5 matchup between Rogers State and Lubbock Christian. A great win today for Dallas Baptist. A great final moment here for Mark Potter. And he is done with Newman University. Their season is over. Coach Potter's career is over, and we wish him and his players the best of luck going forward. But today, Dallas Baptist gets the 82-67 victory over Newman, and in just a moment, Jose Harbor will have a chance to talk one-on-one with head coach Blake Flickner of the winners in this one, the Dallas Baptist Patriots. We talked about Patrick Burke, also impressed today. Julian Miranda, their point guard, I think is a player that we're going to watch very closely over the next 3 days.
I just don't think you can say enough about efficiency. I don't think you can say enough about the things that we've talked about. Just use the basic word fundamental. You know, when you are fundamentally sound underneath, when you're fundamentally sound with your ball control, your efficiency, that's how you build offensive powerhouses on top of your scoring.
Blake Flickner now making his way over from the celebration now to talk to our Jose Harbor, and Jose is standing by to talk to Coach Flickner now. Jose?
All right, thanks for joining me, Coach. It was a very good win. It was pretty close to kind of to begin with. The first half was close. What'd you tell you guys at halftime?
Well, we just continue to concentrate on having great possessions, trying to win every 4-minute segment by winning each possession. You got to give Newman a lot of credit. They came out with some adjustments, some different things than we'd seen in the first 2 games against them. And but I thought our guys responded. They played our principles well and continued to stay poised when it was close and continue to just get great shots and make the adjustments that we needed. I'm really proud of these guys and the way they're able to make adjustments on the fly in the middle of a game.
I believe this is Coach Potter's last game after 19 years. Just kind of talk about, him as a coach and what's it like playing him?
He's an unbelievable man and a great friend. He's a man of integrity. He's represented our league with class and style and been incredibly successful. We're all going to miss him in the league. And I love Coach Potter. I think he's a really special man, and he's done a lot to help this conference. Thank you.
Corey, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Coach Flickner. Great words and a great shout out to Mark Potter. So that'll do it for our 3rd game of the day, our first men's game. Dallas Baptist wins and advances over the 8-seeded Newman Jets, 82-67. We'll be back with game 2 of our doubleheader on the men's side with Texas A&M International and St. Mary's. But don't go anywhere. Stick around. Post-game press conferences coming up after this. You're watching all the action on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
We are here today in the Rip Griffin Center at the men's and women's basketball games, and we presented a wish to Angel Martinez. We brought him in as our guest. Throughout the whole game, we would have little contests and things that he would win. Our first surprise was to do a name drawing, and then he got a signed basketball from our basketball players. Our second surprise for Angel was he got to go on the court and drive a remote control car into each Star Wars figure, and every one that he hit, he got a prize. And then his final surprise was a fake costume contest, which it was actually his wish reveal that we got to grant him. So everybody thinks this is a costume contest, but it actually isn't. We're actually here for someone much more special to us. So that special someone is Angel Martinez. You're going to Legoland! Woo! The best part about this is that all of the athletes and a lot of the community here at LCU get to come together and work really hard to raise this money just so that we can make someone's day extremely special.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved. Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Well, I think the first thing that's worth saying is how much the league is going to miss Coach Potter. What a special man he is, a man of integrity in the way that he's coached and what he's brought to the league. You know, since I've been in the Heartland, he's been a great friend to me and unbelievable coach. I thought they had a great game plan. They did some different things than we had seen in the first two games that we had to adjust to, and obviously a great man that's going to be missed, but really proud of our guys and the way they responded to that and made adjustments during the game to take advantage of how they were guarding our ball screens and what they were doing offensively. And so, yeah, just pleased with our student athletes and the way they made adjustments during the flow of the game.
Coach, talk about just in that second half, Newman was able to cut that lead down to 10. And talk about what you were telling your guys at timeouts and kind of the response from your team to be able to kind of stem that run and then get back on top and push it back to pretty comfortable level.
Yeah, well, it always starts on the defensive end. We got a little bit lax in defensive transition and on the ball screens. You know, they've got such great weapons offensively. You just can't relax for a second. You can't come back and catch your breath because they're just pushing it right back down your throat. The one advantage we have is that we play that way too, so we're used to seeing it in practice. But there's just got to be such great urgency on every ball screen and on transition to get back and get matched because they have so many offensive weapons. So we just reemphasized that and kind of refocused about getting back in transition and getting matched up.
Speaking of ball screens, they seem to be doing a lot of switching on it. I don't know if it was confusing you guys a bit or not, but was that part of the reason it just kind of took a minute to get the offense going?
Yeah, it did. That was a little different than what we had seen, and so it created a little adjustment period. But J.T. Harris and Patrick Burke did a great job of getting inside and taking advantage of the mismatch, not just on the initial post feed, but also on the glass. You know, we got several offensive rebounds where, you know, they had switched out and slowed down our dribble penetration a little bit, but then we were able to get the ball up on the glass. Our big guys had position for a lot of offensive rebounds, and so we tried to use that to our advantage when we couldn't get a deep post catch.
That's the whole game for our bigs is really go after rebounds, go as hard as you can, and offensive rebounds is the name of the game for our bigs on our team, and it's just a huge part of what we do.
Julian, in the second half, you guys, it looked like you guys were doing a lot more cutting to the basket, and you guys were getting a lot more easy looks into the paint. Talk about the difference between the first half and the second half for you guys. Ended up with 8 assists in the game.
At first, we was kind of shooting too many jumpers. And then we noticed as we kept attacking, we was getting fouls and getting to the free throw line, and that was opening it up for us. So it was just basically getting to it all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leave it for the next guy.
Two of them looks like one didn't use it.
No problem. Cold water, you might need it.
What are you trying to say, Coach?
No, you might need that water. Just get up there and drink your water.
Hey, Coach. All right, I'm gonna stop talking bad about you. You're a good man. there and then stay behind you?
Yeah, he's on his way.
Water in front of you there. Sure. Ready to roll.
We have Newman University, Newman Jets, head coach Mark Potter, Taylor Schieber, and Daniel Delosu, coach. Open it up with a statement and then we'll get into questions.
Yeah. You know, I thought our game plan was really solid for about the first 12 to 14 minutes. We were really trying to back cut them and trying to, you know, not really run a lot of clock, but trying to get them to defend a lot harder than what they had to, you know, prior to the 2 games that we played them prior to that. And I don't know what time it was, 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go in the first half. We turned it over 2 times and kind of had another bad shot or something. And like 3 straight possessions, they came down the floor and scored when it was a 1-point game. And next thing you know, you look up and it's 8. And I felt like that was kind of that key moment in the game where we could never really get it back, you know, under 10 again. We had it, I think, to 10 one time in the second half maybe, and with the ball, maybe it was 11. And, you know, we're knocking on the door. We just couldn't quite get over the hump. We just had a hard time finishing shots tonight.
Coach Potter, talk about for you what it was like coaching your last game.
Yeah.
Retiring now at the end of the season. Talk about just your time overall at Newman, starting the program back in 1998 and then finishing it out today.
Yeah. This is where it gets tough, you know. 19 years, you know, Coach Kaz and I, we started this program 19 years ago, and a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fun, a lot of stressful situations, but heck of a lot of really good people that have come through and played for us. 2 of them sitting right here beside me today, and an AD that wasn't going to take no for an answer in Vic Trilly, and that's what I'm really going to miss is just the relationship with the players, and you know, my boss sitting right there is just he's a special man, and people don't realize you know what he does for our athletic department day in and day out. He fights and fights and fights, and you know, we're still going to be close. It's just not going to be the same way, and it's been a head coach for 30 years, so it's going to be emotional. That's the way it is. It's all good, you know.
Daniel and Taylor talk about what it's meant to you guys to be able to play under Coach Potter for these years that you've been in.
It's meant a lot to me personally. I've learned a lot from Coach Potter, some specific things that we talk about on a daily basis. That's just helped me in life, and it's pretty sad. It hasn't really hit me yet, and I know me and him are going to have a close relationship for the rest of our lives, so I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, he's so passionate. We've learned so much from him, and I've had a blast this year playing under him and playing with the dude beside us, so it's been fun.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Defining moments. Championship dreams.